Hey, all right. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to try to answer two of the supporting questions that we wrote about on Monday or Tuesday, depending on which day you had class. So on Monday, what you should have done is wrote in your own words what these three questions are, and then Miss Banis helped you complete the task for this supporting question. So I'm making two videos. The first video is going to be we're going to address this question, and then we're going to do CNN 10. And then after CNN 10, we'll try to address the next question. All right. So here we go. So here's our chart that we had for question one. We did that on Monday or Tuesday. Today, what we are going to do is we are going to address the second question, and this is the task that we're going to have. We're going to create a chart about how writing emerged in Mesopotamia, and then write a small paragraph to describe how writing changed Mesopotamia. So one of the things that I did is I provided a link to each of the sources so that you could easily view them. And then we have a chart here, and we have to fill in our thing. So the first part is just to describe the image. So I'm going to do that just with source D for right now. Let's open that up. All right, so here is the Sumerian counting tokens. So I have a picture and I have some writing down here that I might need to have later on. So the first thing I have to do is just summarize what I see. And when I do that, I want to make sure I write statements that would be good in science as well. So something that you can prove or observe, something you can witness with your eyes, right? So what I see is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 different objects, each that are a different shape. So that's something that you can write about right here. Okay, and then you can be more specific about that. This second part of the question, how these items might have been used, is probably in some of the summary that I'd have to read. Okay, after I do that, I'm going to summarize some of the text. What is the key idea of the text? So I'll summarize some of the text. And last but not least, how is this evidence of how writing began? And that might be harder to do by just the picture, but hopefully the writing would give me some answers. And then I do the same thing for source E and source F. Click source E for source E, and this is F, although it's hard to see it. This is an E, and this is an F. Okay. So once you click that, I think I'll be able to go directly to that. Let me just make sure it works. Oop. It says source D counting token. Oh, okay. So here's source E. It's not going to bring you directly to the source, but it will bring you to the page. And then source F I put on the same page. Okay, so D, E, and F are all on the same page. It's just in order. Okay, then what I have to do is I have to write my paragraph of how it showed the development of writing. So those will be these three boxes. Okay, so we don't have to write a small paragraph as long as we write complete sentences, proper capitalization, proper punctuation in this right here. Because basically what it would be is I would explain the source of writing by facts that I describe here, facts that I describe here, facts that I describe here, and then I would make sure all of the capital letters are there and punctuations is there. And if the word Sumerian is spelled right here, it should be spelled right in your answer. Okay, so that's all we do for supporting question number 2. So I'm going to give you half an hour or so to get going on this, and then after that, we'll move on to supporting question number 3.